We've got our 2 racers.
That's right. We've got Kostucha participating for the first time. Plus. That's it. Plus. And we've got OkamiofGames has made it to top 8. Has played in mystery tournament. This will be the 3rd game or 3rd tournament entry. And it has a win rate of 73% across all the mystery tournaments. First joined in MT16 and placed 3rd, which was really strong. Can't golf, but can snolve. Look at this race history. ID, what do you want to tell us about these games?
They played a lot. I'm going to just focus on getting this one set up. But
okay, then I'm going to... Don't forget to... Oh, you are live. Yay! Then I'll read some stats. I'll read some stats out in a very reading stats button or stats way. I'm going to pop out this chat right there. I'll fix my microphone's placement right there. And then I'm going to come over here. We're going to talk about the games. Kostucha face off against Ring It On in Streamline. A game that is a game.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time. Oh, that's that puzzle game. It's now a Steam game called Jetstream. It's like ice puzzles, more or less.
Oh dear.
Kostucha has been really good. The reason they had ++ as their description is because they speedrun N++.
Oh, I see. And next we have a match lost to Fleeky in Umblade Senki, which is a very fun frog game.
They ended up having to redo that match. That's not on the sheet, but they had to we had some weirdness in that one, so they ended up having to redo that one, and he lost to Fleeky in Monster in My Pocket on the NES.
Next, we have taking Max Sale out of the tournament with Assassin's Creed Altair's Chronicles, which I assume isn't all that great because it's an Assassin's Creed game on the DS. Next up, facing off against Jal, knocking Jal out of the tournament with Daydreamer, knocking Ellipsis Break out of the tournament with Recent, knocking BTS out of the tournament with Gulf Peaks, and knocking Sumji out of the tournament with On the Ball. Meanwhile, OkamiofGames faced off and won against Marchmaster 11 in Rompers, but lost to Econ in Reverse X Reverse Demo. Then in the back half, going through quite a terror, removing Bungaboo in Gum, Zanik Reverie in Atomics, Shoehorse and Sisyphus, Exuno and Jumpman, and Shrambles and Buster. Those are really strong.
Good, I know, and a good variety of games too. Both these players have played both puzzle and platformer. I would say Kostucha hasn't quite played anything that's like normal platformer yet. I guess Monster in My Pocket was, but what we have coming up is based on what I've seen of it before. I've never actually played this one, but I know that it is a like kind of a Mega Man style game.
Oh dear! So now we're going to see how Kostucha does in a run and gun.
This is kind of a mystery classic. It's been in a few times.
Ooh, then I'm gonna guess it's Khimera Destroy All Monster Girls.
It is, but I doubt you guessed.
I did guess.
Really? It is.
Yeah.
It is. Good guess. Yeah, this is a fun one. I mean, I've seen gameplay, but I haven't played it myself.
Well,
so
I have played it.
I'm looking forward to seeing
and the speedrun mode.
We're going to be beating race mode today. Looks like this is a 4x3 game. That's fun. Because this is a modern Steam game, but it is totally free. So if anyone sees this and thinks it looks interesting, I would check it out. The dev is like somebody, right? Isn't the dev someone who's made other things? Am I misremembering?
I'm imagining that the dev is somebody who exists. One would hope so, but honestly, I don't know off the top of my hand if Khimera Destroy, if they are Suits and Sandals. They have also created Chimera Puzzle Islands, and nope, that's it.
Oh,
Chimera
maybe I'm just wrong on that one.
They made a Picross game. They made a nonogram game. That's it.
Oh, Mandu and the Colorless Curse. We actually, that one was in MT last year, and so that's why I'm thinking of it, because we did recently see. Yeah, a puzzle tournament would be interesting. Just of all puzzle games. I mean, there's enough. There's certainly enough of them.
Yeah, there's definitely never been a mystery puzzle challenge before.
Not run by us, at least.
Yeah, maybe it's time that we give that joke a rest and actually do a mystery puzzle challenge.
Yeah, actually do a decent one. Oh, I've still got the VODs. Here we go. Khimera
Shoutouts to I couldn't solve level 7, but I figured that it would work. So
10, 9, we're moving on. Turn the rain wave down. Forgot to ask people about their audio, but we'll figure it out. No, not play that. Play there. All right. Man, we're dashing. We're moving. We're schmoving.
Yeah. So this is Khimera Destroy All Monster Girls. This is a Mega Man-like game, and a very Mega Man-like game is that you will defeat enemies, gain their powers, use their powers in order to crush your other enemies, and just dash, 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 dash. Your basic attack is a dash punch, so make sure that you're dash, dash, dash. You gotta step on the dash, tonight on fire, and be a... or whatever the case is. Doesn't matter, we're dashing. We have full health in race mode. Race mode is going to kick us out of the world map view and put us into a regular Mega Man style game mode where we're going to quickly get through the steps. And actually, now that I'm remembering it, I believe that the race mode also starts you out with every power. So you don't have to actually go earn the powers. You can just do your powers. And the powers are done by using your special button and pressing a direction. So
let me press the face button here.
We saw that chest there, and look at this. OkamiofGames going up to the top. Kostucha went to the right. You see this enemy, and you're just like, maybe I gotta fight him. No, you just go.
Yeah, so Okami with a slight lead, but I mean, this is like, the lead it seems pretty minimal at this point. I think this game
I was watching on the wrong screen.
I think this game is fairly long and fairly hard, if I'm remembering correctly. I might be getting mixed up with the Konosuba one, which is also long and hard, but I think that this one is also like that. Am I correct?
This one's not too bad until the final stage. It does get a little bit touchy. So right now we've got both players are punching the bosses. Now, something to note about this game is that you do have those special abilities, and the bosses do have their weaknesses to those special abilities. So punching the boss, not exactly the greatest way to go about things, but they're doing it. So. But they could have done it faster. They could have uppercutted. They could have turned it into a chest. They could have done a lot of things, and hopefully they'll identify how to do those abilities a little bit later. So next,
I really like the Kirby ground pound where you turn into a rock. Looks like a chest. That seems pretty sweet. So are they're finishing the whole thing then? They're playing every single level.
Yep, they are playing the full game.
They both happen to start with the same one. Is that dictated in the face bin, or were we just lucky?
I don't know. You got the face bin. I don't got the face bin. Let's take a look at the face bin.
What am I supposed to read?
I'm going to click the face bin. No, I'm going to read it. I recommend setting controls first. Defaults to keyboard otherwise. Select extras. Race mode before readying. Time starts when you press jump on this screen. Time ends when you do the last hit to the final boss, a spider. There's an on-screen life bar for bosses. In race mode, you have the following abilities. Double jump. Up plus strong. Uppercut. Down plus strong. Ground pound. Ground pond. Charge normal attack. Up plus attack or set button. Dash attack. Press attack plus direction for different effects.
Ground pond. Shout out to ground ponds.
This is one of the side stages. All you need to do is get the lady. You don't actually have a real boss fight.
Oh.
Khimera, go, baby.
There we go. Okami is seeing that you can break through that crack. That's fast thinking. Let's see if Kostucha can see the same thing. Yes. Both these people are gamers. It's hard to get to this point in the tournament and not be. This is a loser 7 match. I mean, I rarely even see numbers that high in the round labels.
Yeah, we have a lot of tournament competitors this year. What was it? Over 200 matches being played.
Yeah, and we're down to, I don't know, like 30. Probably not even quite that many, honestly.
Yeah, our top 8 happens next month, I think next month in a week. So be prepared, folks. It's coming. But as we enter the last half of the tournament, the back quarter of the tournament, really, the matches start to slow down a little bit. So you're going to see a lot less matches from Sierra Mystery Funhouse. A lot more weekly blinds. We still got those going on. And,
we might start introducing some more stuff even then. But I do want to shout out our 2 current top 8 qualifiers, Furturret and Maurice.
Yeah. They're going to be showing up on the GDQ channel on their Mystery Tournament top 8. Okami getting bopped by spikes. Okami's just taking the hits like a pro, just moving on, not worrying about things. This is one of the mini bosses. They're going to throw out, the little girl is going to throw out fireballs and stuff.
Ooh, the stun lock. That's good. That's good. The stun lock as soon as they spawn. Okami's really, using the health as a resource, which in a game where you start with, what is that, 8 hearts? Yeah, I would recommend... Oh, and you don't even take full hits of damage. Yeah, get hit. You know, you got the health. Just, like, take some damage and get through these stages. Do some deboosts. Ooh.
Yeah, this is not a... This is... Race mode starts you with full health. The game originally starts you with 4 health, and then you have to go find the extra health bars. But this is race mode. It's just going to start you off immediately without having to find stuff. You're just going fast and you're trying to get fast. And oh no! Okami in danger.
Oh yeah, we're talking about health. Oh, checkpoint. That's good. I might just take a death here, and Okami is doing that. Kostucha is not getting the immediate stun lock on this. It looks like he's more interested in actually avoiding these attacks.
Kostucha playing a little bit different, more defensively.
Yeah. You never know, especially when you play a game like this that's clearly inspired by retro games, whether it's going to be more modern game sensibilities where you kind of expected to just kind of run through and you can take some hits and you can just keep going, or it's going to be more like a retro game where every hit is going to be devastating.
Kostucha figuring out the chest really quick like there as well. You gotta spot those cracks, you gotta be able to move through. Just take the hit here, yeah. Who cares? And we're moving on to Bird Boss. The Bird Boss is weak against uppercuts. But it looks like Okami's just going for punches.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about this. It's taking a lot of hits. It's winning the damage rate. Oh! Wow, that does good damage.
Yeah, the chest and the uppercuts, the chest, they do strong damage.
Yeah. Always worth trying your skills if they don't take very long to do.
Kostucha dying again. This is going to put Kostucha really far back, actually.
Oh, yeah. All the way back here.
As we go for the extra level of the Windy Hills, this is another one of those stages where you don't actually have to fight a boss. There are actually only 4 bosses in this. There are 6 stages. Sorry, 5 bosses because of the first stage boss. But there are actually only 4. There are 4 stages where we just go for a quick checkpoint, and then 4 bosses.
And then there are the final Wily levels, or?
Yeah, the final Wily level.
Kostucha also just going for normal punches. Not trying out any of these other moves.
Yeah, not trying out these other moves is really unfortunate because there's some really fun stuff. You can charge up your attack to throw a pizza, which Maurice didn't mention in the pace spin, by the way. You can
this is
you can ground pound, you can pizza throw.
This is an older pace spin, but
which Maurice may have mentioned if it was his pace spin, but it's your fault now.
Yeah.
As we fight against Anchovy, do it for her. The pizza name is Anchovy. I just ate pizza. I had bacon, olive, and pepperoni pineapple.
Nice.
So this stage uses some interesting use of the ice. So you got to make sure that you're not actually breaking all the ice all the time, or else you will actually end up in a bad situation.
Yeah,
I believe that...
Do you have to reload the screen to like respawn the ice?
Yeah, I believe this is the stage where this is the level right now where you don't break all the ice, otherwise you're
Yeah.
Oh no, never mind. There's a one spot that does it. I swear there's a spot that does it where you don't break all the ice. Again, Okami with just spikes are just a suggestion. Don't step on the spikes. Ha! I welcome the spikes. Spikes are my life. Okami has learned the power of chess and is utilizing it against these enemies, which is really good.
Yeah, only two chests. I'm excited to see how many punches this takes if Kostucha doesn't bother with the chest.
Alright, my subtle nods and attempts to repeat the name but using the correct pronunciation has failed, so I'm going to just straight up say that it is in fact Kostucha.
Ah, you say so.
No, I say so because they say so.
Oh, I trusted Myth.
I know, right? I, however, don't trust anything, so I ask these things directly. Hey, ladies, get you a man who asks directions. I'm so alone. And Okami now facing off against the raising and falling of the lava tides. This isn't so bad. The lava doesn't go too fast, so it's not really bad, but you gotta make sure that you're at least moving.
Yeah, I wonder if it's an instant kill or if it actually does some damage.
Miss said, yes, how to pronounce it during a GDQ run. Now there's nobody to believe.
Now we can't trust anyone.
Alright, as we face off against Anchovy, Anchovy will teleport around, throw pieces at you, and take 1.5 damage.
It's not very weak to this. I mean, 1.5 is something, but it's not enough. I mean, Okami will probably win, but, like, I could imagine that there's a better power-up for this.
None of them have toyed with the uppercut at all. At all.
Yeah. Pizza Punisher.
No death. Berserk! I don't know what Berserk is, but... Alright, we're moving on to Mimi the Mimic.
Oh, we've got some spooky music, spooky stage.
Yeah,
these skeletons are in all the stages.
We're playing Mega Man, we've got Spookums. What do you think the mechanic is going to be?
Yoku blocks?
Yoku blocks! Or should I say, Ghostu blocks.
Oh. You asked that, and I'm like, there's no way I'm going to have an idea. But then I thought about it, and it's like, wait a minute, I do have an idea. Oh, avoiding these chandeliers. Reminds me of the Quickman lasers a little bit.
If those remind you of the Quickman lasers, then you are very easily reminded of Quickman lasers.
I'm just saying because they start falling as soon as you enter the screen and you can dash for them. I know it's actually proximity based, but it looks like because he's moving so fast, they just start moving as soon as you get in there.
It's okay, Myth. I wasn't trying to shame you or anybody. I was just trying to make sure that people get the proper representation.
This is really putting them back. Not using extra moves on these bosses. It's not like the punching doesn't work, but it's not good enough.
That is definitely one of the things that actually I believe every race that we have seen of this game has come down to whether or not one person decides to use those special attacks or not. Almost every one. I'm not even kidding. How very swiftly damage was done. I'm sorry, I was wrong. This isn't the Ghosty Block level. There's a different one. Nope, this is it. Here it is. I was wrong again.
Oh, they got little platters. Some really fun art in this game, for sure.
Oh, yeah, make no mistake, this game is great. The playthrough is nice and cute and funny and humor and cute and very solid all the way through. I've been defeated and been informed that these are yoke boo blocks.
Oh, yep.
That is a much better pun.
Okami, I think that's a valiant effort to try and skip this section. I mean, it almost worked out. Maybe could have kind of come in partway through, but rather than that, it's just kind of playing it the intended way. Oh, okay. Lost a lot of health trying to do that skip. Not a ton of time, though.
Definitely a good play to attempt that skip, though.
Yeah, I support the decision. You can dash so far, and your character's so big. You just have a lot of... You can move most of the screen from any given position.
Alright, so this is Mimi. Mimi is going to come crashing down. Mimi is can only be attacked when she is out of her chest form. And you have to actually punch her into the spikes in order to make her vulnerable.
Nice. Okami gets it.
Mimi is definitely a good argument for using the uppercut as well.
Yeah.
And she will do this to you. She will left and right herself. She's probably the most nimble of the bosses. Heck, Pizza Girl can tell, Anchovy can teleport around, but Mimi will absolutely just dash and dash and dash and dash and dash.
Pretty good timing with these chest ground pounds. I think that's pretty good.
Crushing Irony land the finishing blow on Mimi with a treasure chest. Ah, I get it.
Yeah, Okami's getting all these Steam achievements.
Yeah, Kostucha is one level behind at this point. Here we have the Icy Path. This one we're going to make our way to. I believe this one does have a boss, actually, is the Yeti. So I was wrong. It's 5 bosses. Only 4 of them are the monster girls that give you powers. Just jam into this music.
Yeah. Soundtrack does cost money, but the game is free.
That's the plan. You just release a game with a banger soundtrack and then sell the soundtrack for money. That's how you get your that's how you sell music these days, right? I'm a music industry veteran. That's exactly what I know.
Okami went to the B screen. Looks like that was just for some sort of a bonus thing, so moving left now.
Yeah, so there are little collector cards that you can collect a card. That's it. They just
now on this final screen of this level. Understands maybe the punch into the spikes type kind of thing.
No, it's still trying to figure out how to hurt Mimi here. And here it is. It's actually a shark Yeti bear.
Oh my gosh. This thing's crazy. Yeah, the nice thing about this chest move is that your whole thing turns into a hitbox, so you don't have to worry too much about where you are or what's going on.
Shark bear demon down.
There we go, Kostucha knows.
Yeah, and again, we're seeing Kostucha not doing as much damage as a result of the punches. This is going to be...
Yeah.
These are just huge time losses for her.
Yeah, who would win? YOLO Macho or Shark Yeti Bear? It's hard to say.
I'm still just really disappointed in either of these players using the uppercut. The uppercut's really, really, really good. It throws an anchor above you, and it gives you a little bit of upward momentum.
Yeah, I'd like to see what it looks like at the very least.
Okami can free this person from the cage, but no, you're not a part of the goal, so why would I do that?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is a lot of time lost on Kostucha. Oh, we've seen the down fist. Pogo fist is a thing that you can do, but that doesn't really do as much as the mimic there. He's going back in that chest rather instantly.
you have infinite jumps underwater. It's one of those games.
Yeah, you're not jumping, you're swimming. Swim, 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 swim. Who sinks underwater? As somebody who's 72% body fat.
Not that this is like so out there, but I mean now is so many levels ahead here.
Yeah, this is going to be a really, really tough job for Kostucha to catch up. Now, it's not out of it yet. The Wily stage is a little bit difficult and does feature a boss rush, which is a little bit different because it's all the bosses and then the final boss at the same time. The MT18 logo was...
It's right on the screen. What are you talking about?
Until you, it was invisible until you
asked
turn
about
and
it.
look at it.
It's like Santa Claus. It wasn't there until you believed. But the actual reason is because the weekly blind happened and we changed it back to the generic logo.
What? Don't give them real explanations. Only Felicities. Let them keep guessing your next move. Isn't that what everybody tells you?
We have other logos too. We have the MT16 logo. That one doesn't look right on this layout. We have the 17 logo. It also doesn't look right.
Alright. Shark is going to actually do some flying up in the air nonsense, so we actually will see Okami using the chest like crazy. Might not work, may work, might work. Here we go. Up in the air, chest, whatever. Who cares?
I think Kostucha's gonna die on this guy. Yep.
Okami's like, oh, the boss is above me? I should hit them below.
Yeah, the most refusal. Especially if it shoots out like a Castlevania axe, like you're saying, if they'd even done it just one time.
No, it's not a Castlevania axe, you just hold the anchor above you.
I see. Yeah, maybe Okami's a Kirby man. Which, if he is, I'm sorry.
Alright, we're going through Brine Cave. We need to help the mermaid find her son, if I recall correctly. There is no upward attack. There's only Zool. Only if Zool is the name of the box. Yeah, Kostucha absolutely demolished the Yeti Bear, though.
But after a death on him, so that it's an unfortunate time loss, but that was a powerful strat for sure. He didn't know what hit him. Now I'm definitely on Yolo Macho's side between the two of them.
Well, we've got the little mermaid with us now. We're going to, sorry, daughter, but we got the little mermaid. We're taking her to safety.
Is that required, or is that just something that's happening?
Yeah, this is required. This is all part of the stage.
I see.
She sits on your back. You save her. All is well. I believe we take her to like a giant clam or something. And we take her to a giant hermit crab. Stage clear. Alright, so now we are on the pirate ship. This is the Wily stage. There's a lot of go fast happening here, but there's a lot of, quite a few hang-ups on this stage that may get tricky. But Okami's use of damage boosts, actually, I believe, will cause one section, if I recall, to be a little bit painful. Let's see how well he does.
Yeah, love this Okami doing the dash and then the jump and the double jump to keep your momentum as long as possible. Kind of a classic Mega Man X style strat, but Okami's pulling it off well.
Yeah, and this is a really strong example of a game can be so similar to another game that you might argue that having experience in that other game is a little bit giving you the non-blind experience.
Ooh, all the way back to the beginning.
But even when it comes to the rec sequence of games here in Mystery Tournament, you are considered not blind if you haven't played that specific game. So if you haven't played, or if you played Lolo, but you haven't played Lolo 2, and that's what you get, that's what you get. You know the mechanics. It's your benefit for playing multiple games.
That's kind of the whole point. I mean, we would imagine, obviously there's some sort of innate gamer skill that you're perhaps born with, but experience leads a lot to winning these as well.
Yeah, that's why a lot of the players that win these games are players that play a lot of games. It turns out one of the best ways to practice for Mystery Tournament is to just play games. What a novel concept.
Nice for us, because what a lot of people around here are just doing all the time anyways.
That's right, I'm playing a game right now. I'm not, actually, I'm commentating. I'm being responsible.
Oh, cycle. I did not think Okami was going to make that cycle.
Okay, so remember how I said there would be some rooms that would cause potentially some pain? Okami is apparently ignoring that and just,
Oh, the iframe. Wow. The chest iframes. And the checkpoint. The death probably was accidental, but is fine. Just got the checkpoint. Was low on health anyway.
Yeah, death there would be a really strong choice if it was intentional or not.
Yeah, I would say actually is in a better spot after having died there. But to be fair, Okami doesn't know whether or not they're behind. They know that they've done all of the stages around the ring, that the game is probably coming to a close at some point. And so you want to... Oh, probably could have skipped a few ghosts there and may try it on the second go-around. Yeah, from that far left... Ooh, that's a rough damage knockback. From that far left one, I think you can just head over to the right with the dash and the double jump. Okami not risking it. Should probably be risking it.
It's a lot of backward progress if you don't. If you don't hit it, you fall all the way down. And then life sucks. Alright, we got the next set of witches here. When I said boss rush, I also meant mini bosses too, but not the secret boss. No secret boss rush.
What a tornado. Not much you can do about that one. Knock him out of doing it in the first place, I suppose. It looks like
you can turn into a chest, turn immune.
Ooh, Kostucha is in a bad spot. Can maybe clutch this out, but... Oh, okay. Alright.
Kostucha's going to be in a lot of danger when the,
There we go, wow.
When the boss rush comes in.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think both of them are not going to be in the best spot if they don't start using the uppercut. Like you said, it sounds strong.
The chest is workable. Alright,
Okami
here we
ate the
have...
fruit and food.
The DJ. Did Okami just get a double hit on this boss? It looked like it.
I think so, yeah. Wow.
You stopped DJ Doroko's show. Why would you do that? Why?
The pirates stole...
Pirates stole the precious thing. You gotta
get
go get the precious thing back.
Okay, so this is... Looks like you do have a little bit of safe space in between these. Even then, even though they're spikes, they're not instant kills like in Mega Man, so you're doing okay.
Shoutouts to the dancing zombies on that screen, by the way.
It took a lot of damage in that room. Oh, and it's taking the time to get the health. Probably a good move. Ah, one of these.
Yep. It go up, it go down. It go up. It go down. It go up. It go, and get this, down. Good identifying the dash there, but I'm pretty sure Okami's just dashing anyway. It's dashing.
Yeah.
Okami's such a dashing fellow.
Oh yeah, this is good. Take some hits here maybe, but who cares? Didn't even take any. Getting the apple. Why not? You don't know what's coming up.
What's coming up is spikes. Those spikes are coming up. Yep, you gotta hurry up to this screen because those spikes are absolutely coming your way.
Got it. Works on a couple levels. I see what you were doing there.
I was making a funny. All right, Okami makes his way through the kitchen.
He's in the diner.
Sometime.
In the mess hall. And making a mess of it.
Yeah, so this is a rebattle of the first enemy. She wasn't that difficult. Easily peasily.
Oh, here we go.
And, yep. If you recognize the 4 little rooms there, it's the boss refight.
Best is the best, says OkamiofGames. I would say this is probably one of the less advantageous bosses to use chest on, just because it's actually capable of dodging it. But Okami is doing a good job of kind of, like, I can't think of the word now, but like when you aim in front of where something is, so you hit it while it's moving, anticipating where it's going to be.
What's a pirate's favorite body part?
Chest? Or booty? Either one of those.
They're all the best.
Okay, taking a lot of hits here, but is winning. Does your health reset in between these guys, or?
That's also pointing out that the arm and the eyes are good too.
Health does not reset. Looking for food in the kitchen, is not finding any, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, so we do need to beat all these bosses in sequence.
Yeah, this is... Well... Okay, so you can stay chest and be more or less invincible, at least between certain attacks.
Alright, folks, I'm going to tool that joke, by the way. You caught me, and I know how to fix that joke.
Okay. Gotta beat Pizza with just 2 hearts, which I think is probably 4 hits. Still looking pretty good so far. Whoop, there's 1. There's 2. Oh, there's 3.
Getting dangerous. Sauce cannon.
Oh! Okay. Half a heart for both. Oh, okay. Stays as the chest, does not panic to eat those shots. What a decision. Nice job. Nice thinking. This is about as good of a blind performance as you could have in this game.
Alright, so now we're fighting Spider Boss! Spider Boss is going to fight us, and we're also summoning up some of the other monster girls to fight us at the same time, if I recall.
I'm curious what the other race mode times are. I'd have a hard time thinking of somebody going much faster than Okami's been going this whole time.
Why, if only we had a way to find that information
Oh, the double chest hit! Double hit is huge here. Going inside the hitbox.
Oh, you didn't think this fight was over, did you?
I didn't, actually. It's a little underwhelming. They're all back. Now's where... like, the chest probably makes the least amount of sense when it comes to what move to use, but we don't care. It is safe. It is safe. That's a very good point.
Yeah, this is where you have an up button. You know that, right, Okami? You can press up. Oh, look, we're doing uppercuts, but not the real uppercuts. We're doing punch uppercuts, which is still not the anchor, but whatever.
Still pretty good. Was that race mode with a 38?
We have Maurice did a 40 on race mode. We have Blasphemous Roar did a 39. I beat Maurice in this game?
What?
Oh, that was after any percent though. I did an any percent first. Andy
Wow.
4H with a 38.
Isn't this the end of the game here?
35 or 32. No, beat 8 girls race mode.
Okami is being pretty aggressive, but it's working out. We're gonna do chest iframes for that fire attack. Yes.
I don't think it just
On
counts
the
as
way up.
iframe so much as a shield. Punchy, punchy!
Is that the end of the game? Is that a 4-minute up on Andy's time?
It looks like it.
Let me see, do we have the dot done? We do. Official SRL time of 35:01.
They get stronger every year, folks.
Wow. It's about 3 minutes faster than the consummate mystery tournament champion, Andy and 4H. Excellent performance. Okami was rolling and reeling. You know, this is a game where you don't have to be that safe. I mean, you do have to worry a little bit, but not a whole lot. And I think that was good for Okami's playstyle. Was just cruising.
Yeah, Kostucha is doing really well, but Okami was just... Unfortunately, this did... Like I said, I feel like this came down to one person was using the chest and the other one was not. It really does make a difference having those special abilities unlocked. And this is actually going to be a problem for Kostucha here as we enter the bosses, because we need to fight all these bosses with scant few health upgrades, and it's actually going to be really hard for Kostucha to do.
Yeah, it needs to be using some of these other moves, I think.
Okay, and we have OkamiofGames with us. Okami, what a performance!
Oh. Going, friendos.
That was, Okami, I really need you to reload the game, go into the first stage, and for the love of God, press up special.
Hang on a second.
He wants you to do the uppercut. But I will say...
I think I did the uppercut once, and I'm like, I have better strategies for this game.
You did not use the correct uppercut. You used the upper punch, the uppercut punch.
I mean, I agree. I would say Roar might be in the wrong on this one. You cut Andy's time by 3 minutes.
You gotta go to race mode to do this. You gotta go to race mode.
I realize I'm rebooting the game. 1 second.
Yeah, I might be wrong, because, like you said, you cut my time, you cut Andy's time.
Is this the uppercut?
You got a little anchor.
Ah.
It does more damage to the things above you. You can jump into the anchor, and it would have helped you against anchovies hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
Roar had experience and took 5 minutes longer. Like, that's a good... Yeah.
Now I have to go into a boss and see how much damage it does, because I got into the rhythm of my primary method of dealing damage to bosses being the ground pound, because it takes off 1.5 hearts each hit.
Well,
it does
also,
take off,
you get double hits with it
do a
sometimes.
1.5 hearts.
Okay. Well, you find something and then you just roll with it if it works, right? It may not be, like, the easiest thing to execute, but, like, you can damage tank in this game. It's fine. It only got a bit dicey.
You got double hits sometimes when you were, like, inside the hitbox of the bosses because you're totally invincible when you're...
Yeah,
it
did get a bit dicey at bosses, like, particularly the boss rush is what I'm thinking of. It got a bit dicey there because I'm like, okay, this probably functions off of Mega Man rules where I'll get a decent bit of healing after each boss. and then I didn't. You actually saw me, like, kind of going back into the previous area because I was debating, like, maybe the idea is you can go back there to get some healing if you need it, but I ended up going for broke, and even if barely, it did pay off because I didn't die in that. I had to play a little more carefully, though.
Yeah, well, right now, I gotta say, Kostucha was playing really well, but unfortunately, the number one thing that bit Kostucha is that they have not been using the special button. They are not using the chest. They're not using uppercuts. They're not using.
Or the
anything.
Senker sucks.
Yeah, against an enemy on the ground, it sure does. Oh no, I'm using my anti-air rifle on things on the ground. It can't hit below a certain range. Oh no!
Roar is proven wrong. Ground pound is better. Anchor sucks. You didn't land a single hit with it, so I think that's the issue. But
Screw you.
So a lot of the movement did feel very Mega Man X-ish. When Kostucha hops in call, I'm going to be curious about what their Mega Man X knowledge was, because I was definitely able to take a lot of what I know about Mega Man X and apply it here. One particular maneuver being the dash jump, where if you jump while your dash is going, you keep that speed going, so you can basically do like a long jump.
Oh, look at this stop! Look at this stun lock! Oh! We had a stun lock for like half the health bar.
Alright. The chest was... I have the stream open now. The chest was an interesting boss to fight. Because the boss comes with the... you can't just damage race it. You have to actually, like, knock it into the spikes, which took me, like, 2 seconds to figure out. It's not the hardest thing to figure out.
For killing the boss with the chest attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's really important to get those achievements. You can win the match and win in spirit. Get more Steam points.
Yeah. I got like half the achievements from doing this race, so maybe I'll go get to them.
Yeah, but it's a fun short game. Great art, great feeling to the controls.
I'm looking at the achievements, and I apparently got one of, if not the achievement for clearing race mode fast enough. There's an achievement for clearing it under 33 minutes.
Wow.
And I don't know what my in-game... I wasn't paying attention to what my in-game time was.
No, I don't. Now I'm curious how far under it you came. Your official time was like 35:01, I want to say. 35:01. Yep, it's on screen, so I could have looked there.
And I'm guessing the race time doesn't include like cutscenes and menus and the like in-game.
Probably not.
But it's something we can look at the VOD for later. But yeah, I just happened to roll a very Mega Man-like game, which is extremely my wheelhouse. A similar thing happened a few mystery tournaments back with the Udonga Nex.
Yeah, that was a fun one. This game is probably a little bit more polished, but I mean, it was a lot of fun. People like making Mega Man style fan games. Kostucha taking on the bosses in a different order, trying to fight the. In-game time was 32:26. You just barely made it.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
What was I going to say? There was no boss order in the pace bin, which I was a bit surprised by. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be pretty linear. And then I got to the boss order, I'm like, oh, I guess I'm gonna just pick a boss and just go from there.
Yeah, because in race mode you already have all the powers. In the normal game, you would be gaining some, but in race mode, you already have what you would get from the bosses. There's also a charge attack. I see that. Apparently, that just whoever made the paste bin didn't put it in there. Try that out. You can charge your normal attack and throw a pizza.
I do see charge normal attack in the paste bin. I just never used it. Yeah, I see it now.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's gonna be another thing we're gonna be curious about, how much damage it does. Yeah, this is just like I got into a rhythm, and then I'm like, I don't need any other moves beyond that. And I didn't die that much. I took a few, there's one death in particular, I think, near the end that I felt was like a pretty bad death to take, but I guess it didn't matter in the end. Because it was one of those deaths where, like, you died one screen before the checkpoint sort of things.
Well, there was one near the end where you died one screen right after the checkpoint, which I think was accidental, but actually put you in a better spot. So that was a pretty good one. And then
I do remember every death that I took after a checkpoint was an intentional one to get my health back. That was the
Kostucha not using the extra super attacks and not doing the charge or anything that was in the pace bin is definitely hurting him.
Mm-hmm. I think this is past the boss rush, right? Because I think you fight this is the first boss, which I think you fight after the boss rush.
No, this is still the boss rush. So you fight this boss just before the boss rush, and that isn't. This is actually included in the boss rush. So you have to beat that boss and all these four on one health bar.
Yeah. Okay. What?
And you just barely clutched it out with half a health left. That would have been a loss of that achievement for sure if you had taken the death there on the final guy.
I was wondering if the game was going to do the Mega Man thing of if you die, the bosses that you previously beat still remain dead. But I assumed because it had very specific, a very specific thing for checkpoints. Like, there was a thing you had to cross, very visible, had checkpoints. I figured I was going to go all the way back to that and have to redo the bosses. That was the assumption I was working under, which is why I started playing bosses a lot more cautiously.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I mean, in this attempt, we're already seeing the cautious boss play. And this is the first of the four, really second of the five, if you want to think of it that way. But it's, not looking too good. Getting the mermaid technique down, though, which is good, because that was the one... That's probably the hardest of the bosses not to take damage on. Maybe the pizza girl. Looking for more food back here. It is a kitchen. I noticed you did the same thing. Oh, you can talk to the chef?
I didn't commit to it, but I thought...
Oh, the chef healed you!
So that is actually the idea. Go back and heal. If I did die to the boss rush on my next run, if I got low on health, I was going to commit to it and go back and find out.
Smart thinking. I mean, it is a kitchen after all.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's a kitchen, and I feel modern game sensibilities would not force you to do all these bosses on one health bar. There would be like some sort of way to mitigate it, because it would be a pretty big difficulty spike if that were the case, because the game wasn't too hard up to this point, I don't think.
Just do it again, why not?
I mean, Kostucha, if he's looking at IRC, already knows that he lost the race, so it's like, might as well play it safe at this point. It doesn't matter anymore.
So you have to stun lock. Oh, it didn't work that time. Sometimes the stun lock works really well.
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is a pretty good strategy for that boss.
Each punch does less damage than the chest, but you can do so many in a row.
Yeah. Being able to just land that many hits, and it's a boss that runs around a lot. Like, until you figure out its pattern, it's not easy to strike it with a treasure chest, because that's the one downside to that move, is that it's slow. So, depending on how the boss moves, it can be very easy to miss your mark. And this boss, I'd say, is the easiest one of the boss rush.
Yeah, but it has some kind of weird patterns. Like I feel like it's difficult to really get down what this boss is trying to do. But yeah, it's not taking very much damage, so that's good.
Outpacing the boss really helps. If you're near the center of the screen and you dash over like Kostucha is doing, you can kind of get into a stun lock, maybe with the exception of when the boss splits into three. This should be the last stage.
So while we're talking here, I'll mention you're moving on. You're moving on in the bracket. Your next match will be the top 8 qualifier.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be a rough one though, because I noted it when I put this on the schedule, but I know it's gonna be the loser between Zex and Triskor. So
yeah, I'm looking at that now. Zex versus.
if there's anywhere where my run's gonna, I've been on. I think this is now a 6-win streak for me. So if there's anywhere it's gonna end, it's probably this match.
Yeah, that's gonna be a powerful match. Well, I mean, if we just go off of performance lately, I guess Triskor is the favorite there. But honestly, they're both good. Could go either way.
They've both won a mystery turn before. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they have. This is gonna be tough because. Oh no, you get healed in between these 2 phases.
Yep. I think you also get healed when going into the final phase. The final phase was a little bit rough for me. That's like the one point. Oh yeah, I guess Anchovy.
Yeah,
where,
but see,
where
so
I was struggling
knowing...
a bit because I wasn't using the uppercut.
The chest iframes are pretty powerful. Like you utilize those iframes to dodge a lot of these attacks, and not knowing that is going to make this a lot harder.
Well, it's like Kirby. It's like the stone power in Kirby.
Exactly.
That's what I thought of it as.
Well, I think that's the inspiration. Are you a Kirby main in Smash?
I am not, unfortunately.
I think few are. I think few are.
I think I'm actually like more of a random main. Usually when I'm playing with friends, I just hit random. If I actually pick my character, I'm probably going like Ike, Richter, Mega Man, somebody like that. Yeah, this is the...
Yeah, no heal there. Okay, so... Whoa. Okay, so you have to... If you're not going to use the chest, you have to use that break in the middle.
Yes.
Oh, and the hit on the way up with the chest also is really strong.
Yeah, this is a boss where I wasn't as dependent on the chest for, because you don't get too many opportunities to land a hit with the chest. There's like a few attacks, sure, but I was mostly sticking to regular punches for that last form. But unfortunately, do you have to do all 3 phases? Okay, no, it looks like it starts from phase 2 if you die.
Oh, okay. Good to know, good to know.
Because I definitely beat the... I think I beat the boss and I'm like, is that a dot done? I'm gonna wait till I see the thing, it was not a dot done. Because I beat this... the paceman basically says, time ends when you deal the last hit to the final boss, a spider.
Right.
So, I'm like, this is a spider. Gonna wait to see if that's a dot done.
Yeah, I haven't... I've seen this game before. I don't think I knew it very well, but I felt like, well, that's probably not the end of this, because that was a little easy.
Yeah, I've played enough Mega Man games to know there's usually a second form.
Yeah.
And making the transfer over this time.
Yeah.
I think
coming in with way
Kostucha...
more health, but not being able to get a hit on the rope drop is just going to really slow down this fight. Using the chest to do the rope drop hit was huge for you.
That lightning attack also comes at you pretty fast, so it can be a bit hard to react to. Looks like the towel is basically, if the boss stops in the top right or the top left, it's going to use the lightning attack. That looks like what the towel is. It is doing a decent job at avoiding the boss's attacks. I think that fire attack is what Kostucha wants to see, because it seems to be...
here comes the lightning. Yep, okay.
Seems to be where they get the most hits in.
Oh!
And rip.
There it goes, there it goes. I think definitely has the ability to do this fight, but it's a tough one with just the punch.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of decided to play Buster only challenge mode for this race.
Yeah. powerful move in any Mega Man game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll check out this attempt. I've got some stuff I've got to get doing later today. This was kind of a surprise one. I don't think this was on the schedule. I was excited to see it.
Yeah, it was fun. I think Kostucha has learned enough though about that final boss that I think he can get it on this attempt. Has learned the tells for dodging a lot of the attacks.
Yeah. There's sometimes when she just dropped down from the ceiling, it's hard to know exactly where. That's the one that I'm worried about.
Yeah, if you were doing this, if you were trying to do a no damage run of this fight, what I would probably do is basically keep dashing between either I would keep dashing between the lower platforms, or I'd hang out on the left side and become a treasure chest.
Mm.
Stay invincible until I see an opening. Doesn't have much health, but is clocking a lot of damage to the boss. I think 2 more fire attacks is all it'll take for Kostucha to win this.
That's six hits. 5 now, but it needs to land, I think 8. I think we do half a heart.
Oh, here's another fire attack.
Oh!
Unfortunately, not in the best spot for it.
The commentator's curse situation.
Has to play extremely carefully. Nope!
No, just couldn't pull it out. Well, good luck to Kostucha. I think they will probably finish this pretty soon. I've got to be on my way, but let's take a look at coming up, just to see what's going on.
Not a lot. That's the,
We don't have very many matches left. We've got, I would say fewer than 30. Fewer than 30 matches left.
Yeah, I think we're into the... I was looking at the bracket. I think we are at less than 30 players left in the tournament.
Oh yeah, we're down. We don't have very many left at all, but these are all more or less in a row. 2 days and 22 hours is close to 3 days and 1 hour. There'll be some time in there. We have 2 vodcasts waiting to be streamed, so we'll have some time in between to take care of those. And yeah, I think we're I think we're good. Thanks for that match, Okami. Thank you, Kostucha, for a powerful performance, and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you. I'm gonna do my best.
Goodbye, all.